Not like 10 seconds right there. That's good evidence. That's a good
Yeah, that's Taylor is most childlike. He tries to hide his childlike nature so much.
No.
Okay, let's talk about the following topic. We're copping Thor's notion. How to become an intuitive. How do you do it? Let's find out. First of all, Audra, you and Taylor both have sensor sensor toys. You have sensor toys, as I consider them. I have no sensor toys, but I've come to appreciate the values of sensor toys. I know I have some sensor toys. I've got saws and shit like that, tools for cutting stuff and burning shit and stuff like
We
that.
know.
I got fun stuff like that, but we do seem to ENTPs have probably more of a bridge to the sensing types than most. What if I were to tell a sensor who wanted to be for some reason more like an intuitive what to do? What should we tell them?
Argue.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is, consider everything up for debate or
That's
discussion.
how to be an ENTP. Okay.
Well,
But I mean,
Let me distinguish this. Let me
okay,
make
what
a
kind of
distinction.
intuitives?
Yeah, let me make a distinction. Let me just say this.
Yes,
That the
let's make a
person
distinction.
wants to know how to actually be more intuitive. Let's say they want to maximize whatever intuition they have in the stack. They want it to become way stronger than it currently is, but they have either NE or NI. So let's talk about NE first. If somebody's got NE in the fourth slot, like ISFJ, um, anybody else to have that? Oh yeah, ISTJ. They have NE in the fourth slot. They want to become, they want to move it up so it's like a third slot function. They want to strengthify it. So what do we tell them to do to strengthify it? NE.
we should just talk about ENTPs because that's what we like talking about, and that's a good way for them to observe how to be more NE.
But that's not telling them what to do. Watch us be us is not telling them how to be more like us, nor how to be more like NE. They have to have their own interpretation of it. They're still going to be SI downs, but they want stronger NE. What are things to make your NE go piao?
I don't know.
Audra?
I would say, in my experience with INTJ, that prolonged exposure to ENTP does, in fact, increase the NE capacities of an INTJ.
Okay.
NE,
Are you telling me that three HPs cannot come up with any more ways to help anybody be more intuitive than
No,
to
we're just
hang out with ENTPs? That's the best we can come up
do you
with.
want to see as a default? Even though you guys have already seen it, if you do demonstrate my chair, I can. But I was going to say that any new problem that you need to address but don't have a solution for is
I was going to say any problem that you do have a solution for, just disregard that solution that you remembered, and then try to do something else.
stop messing with things in the world and start messing with things in your head. But do it in a place that's boring. Deprive yourself of all sense of stuff. Clear your shit out of the closet. Sit in the closet and make yourself think about something boring. And then when that eats you the fuck alive, figure out then how to entertain yourself.
Yeah, sitting in a dark closet. I like that plan.
Let me
That's a
give.
good
Here's
idea.
another concrete thing to do. When I go on a bike ride with Cameron, he always wants to know where we're going, and I give him an answer every time. Where are we going? Oh, let's go west and south, like towards over that way. Okay, and then we go, and I turn right, and we start going north. And he said, I thought we were going south and west. I said, me too. I thought so too. And
It's
then
very important as open to changes in plans as possible. And if that correlates with some unreliability, that's just price of admission.
okay, so what the trick here is this: if you are trying to get your NE higher, instead of going out to do something with any kind of a plan at all, your plan should be, I'm going to start moving and see what happens. Okay, and then that what that requires you to do though is for every little thing you see, you have to think of possible fun things that it could be or do. So let's say you see a path that leads down to the wash. You think to yourself, what fun things could I do in the wash? What's fun about the wash? And maybe you think, well, we could make a pile of rocks and then we could bowl because it's like a bowling alley almost. It's got except it's got opposite of a bowling alley. It's got one gutter in the middle and two wide spots on the sides, rather than two gutters on the sides and one wide spot in the middle. Anyway, the point is you could totally go bowling down there. You could set up some rocks as bowling pins, and you could. Now this is NE about a hypothetical possible thing you might see when bike riding, what you might do with it, and it relates to when Cameron and I, when we tried to get down to the wash. I did not think about what we were going to do when we were down there at all, because I was using NE. I'll know what I'm going to do when I start doing it down there.
You could also try, contemplating the bike ride while in the dark closet, and then all of the theoretical possibilities there. Like, the actual moving was not required for this whole convention.
You could do something purely for the novelty of it.
Yeah, you don't actually have to have purpose. You just,
like,
imagine theoretical situations.
That's an
theoretical situation
right there. That's an expensive manifestation. You need to find a professional artist and go, you know what I want? A set of Big Lebowski paintings commissioned by a professional artist. That's a great way to spend a lot of money.
Concrete suggestion. Life hack tip number 4. When you come up with a really good idea, let's start with the closet again. You're in that closet, you're coming up with that idea. Come up with a really good idea. Involves you driving or riding your bike or going someplace, okay? Get the stuff in your car to do that idea. Then, on the way to go do that idea, change your mind and go do a different idea someplace else.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
You can't plan it. You have to it has to be completely sporadic.
You have to truly believe you're going to do the plan you were going to do. You have to truly believe you're going to go do that plan, okay? And then somehow, halfway through doing it, you have to truly go, but, yeah.
Yeah. That thing that you kind of want to buy, but is way that you can't justify, pretend like you're not going to buy it for about 2 days and then buy it. Even if you're in a less stable financial position, it doesn't matter. You've waited long enough. You've done your due diligence of waiting and pretending like you're not going to fucking buy it.
I was going to say something along the lines of not looking at price tags, like go out to eat and then just order what you want.
Yeah.
And then look at it afterwards.
You're gonna have the surf and drip.
Yeah. Just decide what you're gonna eat before you get there. Don't even look at the menu. Just be like, I want. Yeah.
Assume you'll figure it out before shit gets too dirty. That's a good operating principle.
I think we're talking about ENTPs again.
All right, we're talking about NE here. Okay, so let's talk about how to be more NE like an ENFP.
First of all, go get some sort of unicorn paraphernalia.
Have emotional intercourse with every person who will have emotional intercourse with you.
Maximize physical promiscuity as well. Ideally, with casual disregard for the relationships that you built and that have broken and crashed behind you in your wake.
Treat every situation that doesn't include harmony as if it needs more connectedness and understanding.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about the concerns you have for sweatshop workers and how desperate their plight is while you're wearing your Nike tracksuit.
Make statements about groups of people that you don't like, but not have a reason to describe that.
If someone disagrees with you, play the racist card.
Even if you're just talking about like farming policy or something.
It's conservative, it's Christian, it's racist. All those things are tied together, and it's not prejudice or stereotyping. when you do it in your way with no logic.
True, because ultimately, logic's just another kind of subjective opinion. It's just your opinion. All opinions are equally valid. Okay, so
it's the strength of your compassion that makes something right.
The authenticity of how you feel tells us whether something's a good idea. Okay, and also I want to make this clear that if you have a word that is about a concept, like let's say zoology, attribute to that word lots of actions that it can't possibly do. Like zoology hurts people, or zoology came to the store today and bought some cheese.
Hate corporations.
For sure, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Who could like a corporation?
I don't
I
hate
mean, who knows what a corporation is? All it is a way to not let people have stuff.
You know what's the most exploitative thing of all? Capitalism.
I know.
Some people that do it are, I met one time. And
the government should make people give us stuff so that fields are better.
What I can't stand is the fact that the government has all this money to split up, and they don't split it up evenly. They give the rich people just as much money they give as they always have, and the poor people, they're so much poorer. And why does the government give so much money to some people and no money to so many other people? It's not fair.
All CEOs do is sit around boardrooms and eat cigars and scheme about how to take poor people's stuff. We don't have enough of it already.
You can hear them laughing with their cruel disregard for your feelings right now.
We are demonstrating extroverted intuition in a TI manner.
In an FI manner right now.
Whatever, we're doing ENTP stuff.
No, we're doing ENFP stuff. We're being ENFPs, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's agree to disagree, okay, Taylor? You can think we're being ENFPs. I can think we're being ENFPs. Both of our feelings are equally valid about that.
I can see that you are trying to end this on a note that makes you look nicer than me because you don't understand what I'm saying, but are insistent in being right. So no.
Okay, well, look, that's your opinion because I understand that you feel strongly about this and your feelings matter too, but we can just agree to disagree because our opinions and feelings are both equally valid. I just happen to feel that toads cause hurricanes, and you feel otherwise. They're both the same. Okay? That's one for everyone out there to grow on. I've been ENFP Eric, and today I want to thank you for joining us as we've exchanged our feelings and how everybody can be treated as equal and the same. And if there's a fight, it's because people have forgotten to agree to disagree. Any more kind and wonderful, warm and loving comments from the other two individuals here who, unfortunately, thanks to being ENTPs, don't seem to care about people's feelings?
Unicorns.
Katie, you look like you're at an art gallery.
Except that they're crooked again.
I know.
Katie, goddammit, straighten the paintings.
You're the SE.
What the hell's wrong with you? Don't you know that's your job to straighten paintings?
We can't hear you, Eric.
Right. They shouldn't have to say that.